Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing another October daily video for you. It's days 17 through 19. So, yeah, I think day 19 there's not a lot going on and I might even end up changing it a little bit, but I did make it already and have the video for it, so I just threw it in here. Again, to try to make slightly less videos for you guys in the end. For this page, day 17, I knew I wanted to have some orange on it because the other page is very black and white. I knew that I would just want to add some color here. I'm also trying to use more of the ephemera from the spellcast range that I ordered because I feel like so far I'm having a hard time using it. And I'm being kind of literal, so maybe that's why. So I'm just doing my best to include more of it. At first I'm using this tombstone and I'm trying to spell out to-do list on it with this black alpha from Purkey, but I don't really like how it looks once I get it done. It doesn't quite cover up what's already on the headstone well enough, so I changed my mind partway through and I don't continue with that. So I realized that there are some labels on these sticker sheets that I haven't been using, so I just take to do and put it on the label, and then I put list back on the card, just so I'm not wasting any letters. I think I'm gonna like that there once I get it placed, but I don't want to stick it down too early. So now I'm gonna start writing out my list. This is sort of before Halloween bucket list, or some things that I want to finish up before Halloween gets here, before October is over. I kind of ran out of steam partway through, so it takes me a little while to think of more things to add. And sometimes I also feel like everything I want to add is food related, which is fine, but I don't really want to have a to-do list that's only eating because that just feels a little bit excessive. So yes, plus that's so silly to say, I already made one of those. I already have a fall food bucket list in this album, so yes, I didn't want it to be the same. So I pretty much run out of things I want to put on here, so now I'm just looking through some different things that I purchased to see what will look good at the bottom. I add some of this black washi from the washi pack, and I like how that looks. It gives it a little bit more of a border. You can tell it's not completely black. So I think it works out well. And then I go ahead and stamp the date for this day and the date for the day before, because I really didn't want to clutter up the page from the day before. I wanted it to be very simple and calm and black and white. So I put both dates on this one, and then I'm just putting some little arrows so that way we know which day is which. But with a daily album, it's kind of funny because the day is going to be the same as the date. But anyway, I like how that worked out, and it also fills up the page a little bit more. So I stick another washi sticker on the washi tape, and I do leave it there for a little while, but I don't like it because the texture is the same as the washi tape since it's all from the washi stickers, and so I'll end up changing that later. I add a few more stars here. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick. And I also add some words from the sticker sheet as well. So now I've taken the washi sticker off, and I'm going to add something that's got a little bit different texture to it, to that spot instead. I want to use these spider webs, but I feel like they're not really the right shape. I feel like they should be like a corner shape, so that way we could put them in the corners, but they just really don't quite work like that, and I'm kind of bummed about it, but hopefully I'll figure out a way to use it. It also just looked kind of weird to me, so I'm adding this sort of sketch border to it, and I think that helps. And I like the white pumpkin because it definitely looks different than the washi at the bottom. And then I'm using my Purkey white alpha to put the date in the top like the page before. So it's relatively simple. I like how it turned out. I finished my first whole book, so now I'm moving on to a brand new empty one. We're in the second half of the month already, which is crazy. On this day, it was just a work day, and I spent some time in the evening with one of my friends. We went to a bookstore that we like to go to a lot on nights when we have dinner or whatever, but this time my mother-in-law had cooked dinner, so we went to get dessert after we went to get books. So I just have a picture of my carrot cake here, and I was just kind of flipping through the old album because I am trying to make an effort to make every page look a little bit different. There are going to be some repeats, but I'm trying to, be creative, sort of challenge myself with this new layout. I have some old Project Life cards from a Studio Calico kit that I got during their recent sale, and I don't like the rounded corners, so I'm actually enjoying using them on this project because since they're not in a page protector, I think it's less abrasive to have rounded corners. So I have this card that says D is 4, and I'm going to put delicious in that gold pen again, which takes some working to get it to start. Excuse me. And then I'm trying to think about where I want to put my journaling. I want to use some orange because the carrot cake picture has kind of an orange hue to it, but I did want to include some true orange as well. I have this other rounded Project Life card that I'm putting on upside down because I'm going to make it like a flip up journal sheet. And I'm using this scrap of orange paper that I was going to use in place of washi tape, but I just don't like the way it looks, so I end up going ahead and trying to do some journaling first. And I lost my pen for a minute there, but I just wanted to talk about some of the little things that happened that day that were good. Going to the bookstore is always good. My carrot cake was good. I had my favorite salad that day, so I just wanted to jot down some everyday details. And now I'm just looking through some of my supplies to try to find spots for them. I don't have a lot more to write on this card, so I don't want to leave it empty. Just looking for things that would fit well in the spot. I'm pulling out lots of different things to try because it's been very, very hard for me to find homes for this ephemera. I like the spell book since we went to the bookstore, but I couldn't find something to put next to it that I liked. I like these florals, and so in the end I just decided to do that because it's pretty simple, but I know I like the way it looks. So now I'm looking for different placements on this card and also for something to use to make it a flip up, and I take a piece of this orange moth washi from the washi pack, and I really like the way that looks because it adds some more orange to the page. Then I use this chipboard sticker, which I really like. I think it's really pretty. And now I'm just going to work on the date stamp, and again I just pre-stamped all those labels, and I'm just using my Heidi Swap date stamp to put the date on each page. And often I'm just using the half and then cutting it in half and using the blank side for the next day or the next time there's room. I'm feeling like the top is kind of blank, but I actually kind of like the way that it looks, so I basically decided to just leave that as it is. There's one spot on my photo where I think there must have been like a cat hair or something, probably a cat hair on the photo paper, and so there's just a tiny smudge, a tiny white spot excuse me, in the print, so I wanted to cover it up with something small that won't detract from the spread but won't leave it too visible. So I end up with this little star. And next I'm just going to add the date. I feel like there have been a lot of days in a row now where I've put the date in the top corner or bottom corner in normal numbers, so I'm hoping to spell it out and change it up a little bit in the coming days because I think I'm just getting kind of lazy. But I'm also running out of numbers in some of my different stickers. So okay, now we're up to day 19, which, like I said, probably won't be the final way that the final way that it looks. But I was sick, obviously still slightly sick, and so I just took a picture of my cough drops and some ramen because that somehow sounded good to me. And I wanted to spell out sick day, but then I realized that I am out of A's. So I just scrapped that and end up spelling out sicky because I have the letters for it. And then I also find in my stickers this one that says magic potion, which I just thought was kind of fun because I feel like everybody has certain things when they're sick that they feel like make them better. I don't know if it's really true, but I thought that was kind of a fun little caption. So it's kind of busy on this pattern paper, and so I'm thinking I'll probably change it. So I'll just add that on to the next video so that way you can see it there. And I actually put the wrong date here. I put 18. So I switched that later, but you know, it's what happened that day. It wasn't very exciting, so it works out. So anyway, those are my pages. I really like how they turned out. I really like the continual challenge of trying to make different layouts on this traveler's notebook sized project. Again, it's my first time doing traveler's notebook, but I feel more and more confident as I go along, and I feel better about my ability to go with the flow when something doesn't work out how I like it. I really do think that this project is shaping up to be a really nice memory that I'll be able to keep and kind of look back on the month of October. And I really love everything from this spellcast range. I'm really glad I decided to do it. They have so many pretty pieces in this collection. And here's a little look at that flip up pocket that I made. Just kind of a couple great things about the day. And again, this won't be the final look at this particular day, but for now, that's what I've got. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think if you're doing an album too, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Bye.